Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Daybreak, and yes, we're into the theaters and we're gonna watch a movie, and I gotta make sure we pick one that we haven't seen yet, because I want some extra flyers. So, the one we've seen, Golden Blood, Sober Curious, and This Side of Heaven. So, if Wolf Requiem is playing, we're gonna watch that one. Definitely. But first, let's talk to everybody here. I'm not surprised. Wolf Requiem won the Best Direction award. It wasn't my choice, but better than Golden Blood. There's no obscene content in the movie, unlike Cody's trash. You can tell it has respect for the motion picture that came before it. It's no match for the greatest film of the medium has produced, but as a piece of mass market entertainment, it's good enough. Fast and Furious 2 poster behind him, definitely. I must say, when the death of Vegas film president Gaspard Dillon was announced, we were all in a complete shock. And that's without going into the rather dark, unfortunate rumors being reported on him as well. Even if his legacy is an imperfect one, I know for a fact that his passion for the Calvard Film Festival was genuine. I had the chance to speak with him before he passed. His eyes lit up as he described how novel and groundbreaking the festival was going to be. It's a miracle that the film festival is still able to proceed under such circumstances, but I'm sure he must be pleased up there in heaven. Or down in hell, depending on where he is. I'm not scared of watching Midnight Memories. Really. I'm just waiting for Mama to come back from the restroom. Going to the theater without permission is wrong, you know? If she doesn't get back until after it started, that's okay. It's more fun to watch it together. I don't think Midnight was one of the movies, right? Yeah, I'm doubting myself, I shouldn't do that. Alright. Upstairs, anybody? Nope. Good. Oh, more and more information is beginning to trickle in about the death of President Gaspard Dillon before the Calvard Film Festival. In the immediate aftermath, details about it were suppressed, which sends the industry into disarray. Thankfully, things are subsiding now. Although Vegas Film continues to shut down for now, it looks like only a matter of time before they bring a new president and resume work. I imagine Salvatore Godi's popularity as a director went a long way toward garnering the support needed to rebuild the company. Oh, definitely. At long last, Perfect Driver 2 had its big premiere and is already a hit. The previous movie was certainly popular as well, but a certain guest appearance in this new one is probably to thank for its big reception. I should also mention, we're now rerunning Wolf Requiem as well. That's the movie that won the award for Best Direction. Despite only being shown at night, it's drawing in audiences as large as our daytime showings, which speaks volumes about its quality. Yeah, when we go into our nighttime section of Edith this time, before we head over to the new place, we'll definitely watch that.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Welcome. Can I get a ticket for something? What's playing right now? So Golden Blood we have, so it's just Perfect Driver 2 and Midnight Memories. And it looked like Midnight Memories is a bit more of a horror thing, and Perfect Driver 2 was definitely a new one in the showing, so I think it might be better to go with Midnight Memories, that might be an older one that might disappear after a while. So, Midnight Memories it is. How many tickets do you wish to buy? Alright then, who should I invite? Rosette, at least, because we want her to get points for MVP. And don't invite anyone else. No, we'll do that. Who would like it? It's more like a horror type of thing.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
I want to bring Agnes with us, definitely. Tickets for Midnight Memories. It'll be 600 mirror for 3. Van decided to let everyone loose so he could watch a movie during his work break. After inviting some company to tag along with him, they made their way to the theater. Three high schoolers sneak into an old mansion looking to use it as a setting for their independent horror film. Lance is a star actor, Joshua is the cameraman, and Emily is the screenwriter. Each dutifully fulfills their role and the filming progresses without incident. However, a strange phenomenon occurs as they begin shooting their final scenes.
For real? Is it just me, or has the lighting been acting up for a bit?
Has it? I don't know. It was working fine this morning. Whoa! The lights went out.
Hey, come on! I can't see a thing! Get those lights back! Ah!
Lance?
Play.
Huh? Emily? Is that you? Blood! Hey, Emily! Something happened to
Come play with me, Joshua.
A horror movie, perfect. I'd watch it, definitely. Oh, I need to watch some horror movies later this week, definitely. That was very entertaining. I'd never seen a horror film before this. I can understand now why someone would go out of their way to subject themselves to such fear. I imagine it becoming addicting. Hey, you seem to handle that movie like a trooper though. Not to expect anything else from the likes of you. Perhaps, but certainly still felt my heart race as I was watching it. Perhaps next time I watch such a film, I'll do so at night. I'm sure that must add to the ambience. Agnes, you doing okay? What do you mean? I'm perfectly fine, really. I had you there next to me the whole time, so what more could I have needed to feel safe? Sure, I got my heart really pounding and blood racing, but other than that, I'm... Agnes? Agnes, wake up! Agnes! Agnes being carried to the doctor's office and taking a brief rest, Agnes came back to her senses and fully recovered, good as new. Hey, looks like they're still selling commemorative brochures for this movie. Yeah. Agnes fainted because of the horror movies he saw, and what does Van think? Gotta make sure I get a brochure of this. Maybe I should pick one up as a souvenir. Of course. Having finished their break, Van and his crew resumed their work. I can agree with the picks we have. Let me guess, for the movies? Definitely. Celestial Bomb times 2. Thank you.
If you have a ticket.
Alright, let's talk to the rest of the people outside. Ah, there's one of them walking around even. I heard a lot of crazy stuff when went down at the film festival. It was the first time I ever felt worried about my dad. For all the bad blood there is between us, I guess I'm not against at least sitting down and asking him about what happened. Oh man, I'm so pathetic. How can I be friends with those two girls and yet be so bad at reading their minds? I am such a doofus. No, sometimes you definitely are. Dude, did you hear? There's a dark secret underground district and it's hidden somewhere around town. Oh yeah, I heard all about that supposed place. They say it's a haven for criminals and mafiosos. Everybody loves to talk about it, but there's no way such a place is real in my opinion. Hey man, you never know. What might look like your regular everyday entertainment district could be hiding something underneath. You have a way of bumping onto those sort of things. You sure you haven't wandered into the place by accident or something? No, I haven't, and I don't want to anytime soon either. Can we talk about something else? Wendell, maybe you... I wish I had your luck running into exciting stuff. Let me have some of it. I just like bicycling and I want to enjoy my hobby in peace. I wish Sloth would knock it off with that kind of talk. Even if it is just rumors, I don't want anything remote to do with that stuff. Yeah, and I can imagine why.
Well,
Being part of the criminal underbelly? Not an aspiration to have. What's with all these odd jobs? Did the part-timer girl put me up to this? What a hassle. I guess there's only so much she can handle, but still. I'll take your order whenever you're ready though. Is there something on the menu that catches your eye?
Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
I do, but you don't have anything new, so that's it.
This tastes great.
Really, Nate? Well, if you want information on Edith's criminal underbelly, I think you may have walked into the wrong place, Inspector. We're just a humble Eastern restaurant. Hey, don't give me that bull. I know for a fact that this place is a front for AUA. So start talking, or we'll have to make you talk. Oh, is that a threat? Well, if you're free to come down on us all you like, but it won't get you anywhere. I'll say this though, I respect your determination. I think I'm starting to understand why your superiors aren't so fond of you. You hail from the Central East, correct? Every day must be a battle at your workplace. Oh, can it, lady? He doesn't need those pity for mafioso scum. Wait, this place is a front for AUA? Why am I only now learning this? Man, I'm bummed out. This is where my last girlfriend broke up with me. Detective, please shut up. I'll give you two options, cooperate or don't. I picked the former if you care all about your future. Oh, I like a man who gets fired up. Very well, I'll throw you a bone. It's information that's already known to the CID, but they seem to be too cowardly to act on it. Oh, I really don't like your tone. Fine, we'll take what we can get. And the information is better than none. The inspector sure is pushing his luck. I'm sure the higher-ups will have a few choice words for him if they hear about this. But that's just more productive than lazing around at the station. Plus, I got a score to settle with Almata for what they pulled on us back in Tharbad. Hell, the more I think about it, the more I feel like I have to go along with the inspector. Count me in. Oh, I wouldn't want to be that CID detective. He has his work cut out for him. I'm rooting for him though. If the police are able to contain the mafia, that would be quite the boon for us. Perhaps I'll see what I can do to help, insofar as circumstances allow me. Well, you all again? I wouldn't not recommend loitering around here. As far as I'm concerned, you're just as suspicious as the man running the joint. Keep your sleuthing around to a minimum if you don't want to end up on the wrong side of the law again. Do I make myself clear?
Alrighty.
Oh, very much so.
This Eastern cuisine is delicious.
Oh, Cowan's so stiff and serious. He tries so hard to ignore me, but that's about to change. I just took all the last month's unfiled leaflets and sales slips and dropped them in his laps. I bet he's freaking out right now. Once I offer to help him out of this jam, he'll have to notice me. Yeah, no, we're just gonna handle it and be all stoic and all that. Alright, so we should have one more person, see if we can catch them before they get out of the screen again. I heard some new idol group debuted around here. It sounds like they're performing over at the riverside. Groups like that are definitely in vogue these days. Maybe it's a sign that instead of trying to get scouted for modeling, I should try and get an idol scout's attention. No, definitely not. Alright, so
Time to depart.
4 SPGs left, and I think this is the one I want to start out with today, because it's intriguing. I think the girl's missing and we'll have to well, put our heads together. Yo, we got a request from a Rumsfeld. You the guy? I'm the spriggan from ARKRIDE Solutions. Ah, yes, thank you. It's good to put a face to the name. Your request entailed rescuing a young lady? Yes, let's get right to it. I haven't got much time. The lady in question is Berzelia, daughter of the CEO of the Bank of Edith. My name is Rumsfeld, and I serve as young Mrs. Butler and bodyguard. Oh wow, that's one of the biggest financial institutions in Calvard. They have a watertight reputation from what I hear. They do about everything by the book. A lady with class, nice. Take notes, Ashen. Okay, so what's the situation? Right, it brings me to shame to admit, but she's been kidnapped. We don't know who the perpetrators might be, it only just happened last night. As her caretaker, I'm just... Yeah, that's serious. I was worried that's what it was. Sounds pretty dire. Did the kidnapper make any demands? What other information do we have to go on? Well, young Miss is a semi-permanent resident here at the Hotel Penthouse, you see. Her father arranged it for her, hoping it would let her live more on her own terms than she were at his home. But last night, the young Miss slipped away for the night to herself, and, well, she failed to return. This morning we found a ransom note delivered to the hotel, written for the president. We have your daughter, 10 million Mira in cash. Bring the money to the exchange point, bring police or braces, and we kill her. Indeed, some individual or group has captured her. Well, the culprit also sent the mobile terminal Brasilia has been using. They're meticulous, as a terrifying degree. That's why I turn to you. We need your help to investigate these villains. We'd also like you to accompany her father to the exchange point. Ah, I getcha. They said no police or braces, but maybe they count a spriggan as an exception. Okay, we're all taking this right now? Hell yeah. We're on the case. Thank you ever so much. I knew I could count on you. So, first off, can we talk to the dad? Where is he? Well, the CEO, her father, brother is often busy with his work. He's currently overseeing a project to bring orbital network coverage to rural areas in Calvard. As this involves traveling to said areas, he has no network signal out there. He's been unable to contact them. So it's not even ignorance, he's just so far out of the boonies that nobody can get a hold of him. Go figure, he isn't around when his kid needs him most though. What, did he tell her he was going out for milk or something? Cruel and on the money. Oh, have some tact, Aaron. Yeesh, talk about bad timing. So, that pretty much puts him out of the question. We gotta do this on our own, sounds like. I did observe some strange behavior that might be relevant to the case. Lately, Brasilia has been refusing her bodyguard's company when she goes out. She frequents the Tyrell district on those days. I see. We wouldn't keep a watch over her from some distance when she would go there. And we found that she had befriended this young man, who, pardon my judgment, has the air of a ruffian about him. Could he have roped Brasilia into something shady? Well, in spite of it, their interactions were surprisingly cordial. The young man would buy her ice cream, take her to movies. By all accounts, they were simply friends. We had thought she was in good hands and that we could give her space, but evidently not. I see. That makes me curious about the young man's background. Same. Let's get to work. First up, Tyrell. Hey, how much time have we got before they offer? We do have time, but by all means, take whatever time you need to investigate. The criminal specified Dirk Memorial Park as the exchange point. I will wait for you at the park entrance. Once you've completed your investigation, please rendezvous with me. Sound like a plan. Alright gang, let's go out there and start digging for clues. Let's hit up that ice cream vendor first, see what they have to say. Understood. I'll keep tabs on the times we have left until the handover.
Okay, time to get to work.
A daughter in danger started. Good, let's see, any new points? No. And you can go directly to Tyrell. Okay.
How about some nice cold ice cream?
Hi there. I'm a private investigator working on a case with my assistants here. We're looking into a couple of people for one of our clients at the moment. Have you had a rich-looking girl stop by your stall by any chance? She would have had a young guy with her. Something of a delinquent? Oh yes, I know exactly who you must be talking about. They looked like the oddest pair together, so they struck out like a sore thumb. Oh, that's great. Could you tell us more about them? Do you remember what they were talking about? What was your impression of them? Let me think. Well, for two people who seemed about as different as you could get, they were getting along unusually well. Like they were pretty good friends. The guy looked like a bit of a rough character, but he was telling her all kinds of things about the Tyrell district. As for the girl, she seemed pretty worried about her relationship with her dad. He was being pretty sweet and trying to give her advice, from what I could hear. Oh, that's interesting. So she was talking about her family. Judging by what Rumsfeld told us, it definitely sounded like she and her father weren't all that close. Ah, I'm beginning to see a picture forming. Could it be that she used this ruffian as her friend to create a fake kidnapping so that her dad might come to her so she only have that contact that she's been missing? Maybe it's been bothering her. Could you tell us a bit more about the guy? Anything that stuck out about him? Every little detail helps. He didn't seem all that remarkable to me, so it's hard to know what to say. But he did some surprisingly naive things for a guy who otherwise looks like a trollmaker, I can tell you that much. I think I also heard him mention that his mom's runs a general store over in Old... Of course. Is that wannabe badass from Old Town. Did you say general store? Huh, of all people it could have been. It had to be him, huh? Wild. What do you mean, Mr. ARKRIDE? Is that to say you might know the identity of the young man in question? Yeah, you could say that. Think about it. Old Town, general store, deadbeat son. There's only one guy I can think of who ticks all the boxes. I'm talking about Eddie, the son of the lady who runs the Newberry general store. Oh, now I get it. You must be right. I've heard rumors before that he likes to go out partying at night. Well, we still don't know how the hell a guy like him wound up meeting such a rich girl though. There's gotta be some more to this story still. We need to find more info. If you're looking for anyone else to talk to, why don't you try Macmillan Cafe? I've seen the two of them talking out on the terrace before, a handful of times. Someone there might know something. I see. Thank you for the information. We'll be sure to look into it. Yes, and we'll follow the lead until the end. Check the terrace first.
One bullet can change your
Did
fate.
you know?
Catch a revival showing of the smash hit, Wolf's Requiem.
Oh, hey there. I'm a private investigator working on a case with my assistants here. We're looking into a couple of people for one of our clients at the moment. You see any young rich girls hanging out with a rough around the edges guy here recently? Doesn't have to be a big lead or nothing. Whatever you know, we'd appreciate if you shared it with us. Oh, a private investigator, huh? That's a neat job to have. You wouldn't happen to be the famous spriggan everyone keeps talking about in these parts, would you? Spriggan? Sorry, I've got no idea what you're talking about. Not to mention rude, but we're pressed for time. We know those two have been to this cafe and we're looking to find someone who can tell us more. Oh, sorry if I offended you. Just not every day I get to talk to people like you. Anyway, I definitely know who you're talking about. I've seen those two sitting at the table over there a lot lately. They get up to some pretty interesting conversations. I know it's rude, but I can't help but listen in on them, you know? May we ask what they discussed in those conversations? Well, earlier, the girl was asking all sorts of things about kidnapping. Like, what sort of case have there been before, what goes into kidnapping someone, stuff like that. He had this serious expression on his face, but she looked happy and excited for some reason. If only she thought to ask me. I'm an expert of this sort of thing. I could have told her everything she wanted to know and then some. This woman appears to have some very peculiar interests. Man, this girl we're after must have a weird idea of fun. Who goes around talking about kidnapping and shit in public and stuff. But hey, we definitely know what's going on here, don't you agree? Yeah, although we still don't have enough proof yet to be sure. I don't know what you guys are going on about, but it sounded like you were able to figure something out. Glad I was able to help. Oh, and one more thing. That guy seems to run with a pretty tough crowd. You better be careful if you're going to keep investigating them. Huh? What sort of people are you talking about? From what I overheard, he belongs to Desire. They're a nasty gang. Fighting, stealing, blackmailing, you name it, they've done it and more. Those people aren't above doing anything. Whatever it takes to get what they want, they'll do it without blinking an eye. I don't think that guy understands what he's gotten himself into. He seems to believe they have more honor and morals than they really do. The girl? didn't seem to know any better either, and just went along with whatever he said. Well, we've talked to him before in the past. His name's Eddie, and that was more or less the impression he gave me, yeah. That makes me think they might just be using him for all he's worth, if his outlook towards them is that rosy. That's what I wanted to warn you about. It's not him you need to be concerned about. It's the people he works with that could be a problem. Right, that's entirely possible, and he's being put up to something without realizing it. Thanks for the tip. You've given us a lot to work with. Now that we know all of that, where could we go next? I think we've got a good handle on what's probably going on here. Now we just need to confirm our findings and go from there. For now, we just figure out what's been going on with Eddie. Time to take a trip to Newberry and Old Town. Yeah, we knew we were gonna end up in Newtown anyway. Because if we want to learn anything, ask his mom. She might not know all of it, but at least some of it, right? Let's see.
Oh, why hello.
Hey Brenda, I'm dropping by because of a job. I wanted to ask you about your son. Mind telling us what your kid's been up to lately? Oh, ideas. Should I be worried? Did that boy of mine do something? Oh, no, nothing to be alarmed about. We're looking into something and we thought to ask him a few questions. How has he been doing lately? Feel free to go into as much detail as you can, please. Oh, that's a relief. Or as much as can be, really. I can no end of stress when it comes to that boy. As for how he's been lately, something does come to mind. He usually doesn't have a single mirror to his name and will constantly demand I lend him some, but it looks like he's doing very well lately. Actually, he even said he'd finally pay me back all he owed. Dude could be doing a whole lot worse, but you don't look too happy about it. Well, I know for a fact that boy doesn't have a job. Not even a part-time one. The money he's been getting is coming from that gang he's part of. And if he's that not enough, they said they might promote him if he did good with his current job. If you can believe it. I think he mentioned it having to do with helping the girl he'd met, but I didn't really get it. Well, the plot thickens. Must be some big shit if he's up to, if they're offering him authority. There's also the matter of the girl in question. At this point, I believe we can more or less piece together what his task entails. So Eddie's really up to something dangerous, isn't he? Oh, that stupid son of mine. Could you please lend him a hand? Despite everything, I'm still his mother and I would hate to see him hurt. Don't even need to ask. Neighbors gotta look out for each other. Oh, I'm glad we're finally done talking to Brenda. That was a lot. We have everything we need to report back to Mr. Rumsfeld now, don't we? Correct. Considering when the two sides are supposed to meet, the timing couldn't be better. Which means we're heading over to Dirk Memorial Park next. We'll take the time to go around all the info we gathered and come up with an action plan. Fine by me, you're the boss. Nothing here. Yeah, okay, so we are actually done with collecting information. We know that she probably talked to Eddie about staging kidnapping. His gang found out and thought, hey, why not make it over a real kidnapping and then put the money towards us. It was 10 million. Nice amount. So, yeah. I'm guessing we're gonna get like a moral choice between do we arrest Eddie or give him a second chance because of his mom. I don't know which one I will pick yet. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's just by going to the Memorial Park. I see what happens.
Time to depart.
Well, I know what I want to do. Vending machine.
Okay.
Yes, alright, now we have him in our inventory at least. Oh, I remember you guys. You helped us out with our monster problem earlier. Thanks again for all that. As you can see, we're back in business thanks to you. A few areas still need work, but they'll reopen when they're ready. Hopefully, we'll see a good uptick in visitors when all's said and done. I hope so too. Can we actually? Because I'm wondering if we can get through here. Not yet. Well, there is a sign that we can go to another section. So, at some point, maybe? Ah, it's good to see you all. I gather your investigation into the culprit has finished, yes? Would you please inform me of what you found? Sure, we more or less figured out what led to all of this. It's gonna take some explaining, so we'll go by one step at a time. First, thing you should know is your girl's been hanging out with a local punk named Eddie. He's part of a gang known Desire, though hasn't really fit in with them until now. Desire? I've never heard of that group. People say they're so ruthless and cunning, even the police closely monitors their movement. It's true, yet despite all that, it seems that Eddie's been making a fair bit of money lately. In fact, it started happening right when he and Bezelia first met. We have reason to believe that these two factors are connected to each other. Well, I think I understand what you're trying to say. Essentially, you believe that this Eddie fellow is receiving payment in exchange for befriending my lady. Yeah, something like that. Considering who he is hanging out with, it makes sense that Desire would put him up to this. Although, it's possible that the money might actually come directly from Bezelia herself. I see. To that end, we've uncovered evidence that appears to tie all of this together. According to his mother, Eddie said something rather peculiar to her. Namely, that his so-called current assignment went well, he could be promoted to the gang's upper leadership. Considering the timing of this statement, it is all but certain that this assignment in question must refer to the kidnapping and ransom. I see. I believe I understand the situation now. Basically, it was Eddie who committed the kidnapping while Desire was the organization that masterminded it, correct? Yeah, but it gets shittier than that. From what we've heard, your little princess was all too happy to have those goons whisk her off and hold her for ransom. She was? Well, it checks out the more you think about it. Long story short, this whole thing is... both. I think it's both. I think it started out as a state kidnapping and ended up becoming a real one. You know what I mean? Because she wanted it. She talked about it. But with Desire in the background, it's gotta be both, right? The truth of the matter is, this kidnapping is both real and staged at the same time. I will admit, I had the faintest suspicion deep down that may indeed be the case. Then let me rephrase my earlier assessment. In essence, my lady initially devised the kidnapping to be staged. However, now that Desire is involved, they are now attempting to turn it into an actual one with genuine stakes, yes? Bingo. They're only pretending to help her with her plan, but in reality they're after a much bigger payday. Yeah, that's the score. They got a nasty reputation for a reason. If only I had paid greater heed to my lady's loneliness. Perhaps you would have felt the need to go to such extreme lengths. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can only imagine how you must feel right now. It is what it is. We can't take back what's already happened. I think more than anything, she's trying to test her old man to see if he'll choose her over his work. Moving along, I believe the main question now is how to go about addressing the ransom itself. You do not have to respond to their demands. We can attempt to ambush them if you prefer. No. That's quite alright. My lady's safety is absolutely paramount. As much I would prefer to avoid doing so, I am fully willing to offer the money, if that's what it takes. Are you sure? 10 million mira is a massive amount, even for the president of a bank. Indeed it is. Nevertheless, I am prepared to take full responsibility for such a loss. I am certain that if my master were here, he would have come to the same decision, without a doubt. As you wish. Alright then, we'll play things straight with them. But keep in mind, we're talking about a gang that has the guts to pull something like this in the first place. I don't think it's realistic to expect those goons to be on the up and up when it comes time to make the exchange. Best we stay flexible and see how they act. Depending on how it all goes, we may need to shift gears. If we do, we still might be able to get the girl back without you having to fork over any mira. No promises, but we'll see. Well, I appreciate the consideration. It's clear how professional and thorough you are. Regardless, we still have some time remaining before our meeting, with my lady's captor is set to commence. Shall we wait here until it's time to depart for the rendezvous point? Let's give it some thought. Hate to do this to you, but do you mind if you make some preparation first before heading out? Not at all. Take the time you need. I will be here awaiting your return. And the only preparation I want is to make a save. Because I want to save her and make sure she's safe. But we don't know what we're going to be up against. Might as well. We're all set on our end. Actually, before we go, I doubt those goons would take too kindly to all of us rolling up at once. We should keep the number of people to meet with them to a minimum. You okay if it's only me and who tags along? Certainly, that sounds like a wise suggestion. If I may make a suggestion, Mr. ARKRIDE, why don't you pretend to be my subordinate? Never thought I'd be an under-butler, but it works for me. In that case, the rest of us will remain close by, so we can quickly move in should you require our assistance. That sounds like a plan. Be careful, you two. Knock 'em dead, Chief. Let's see those hostage negotiation skills of yours. Thanks, guys. Stay sharp in case things go south. Several minutes later, Van and Rumsfeld arrived at the location designated for the ransom delivery. With only moments to spare, the two came prepared, holding an attaché case filled with mirror. There you are. Rumsfeld, you came. Oh, my lady, I'm so relieved you're all right. Whoa now, let's not count our chickens before they've hatched. We specifically asked for the girl's pups to come do the trade-off, but I sure don't see him anywhere. What's the deal? Don't tell me he's the guy next to you. I find that a little hard to swallow. No, the master is currently away on business in a remote region. We as her bodyguards have been dispatched in his stead. So hey, sorry I'm not the guy you're looking for. But don't worry, we still made sure to bring what you're really after. We got 10 million mirror here. Should be enough to satisfy him? It's good enough. You did the bare minimum you were expected to, at least. Sucks to be you though, huh girlie? His own daughter gets nabbed, then your old man just throws some cash at the problem. Can't even bother to show his own face. Don't you think it's a little suspicious he's at work? Maybe he decided to ditch you and hang out with his girl toy instead. My father would never do such a thing. But I suppose perhaps that he doesn't love me after all. Even if this failed to sway him. Azalea. My lady, you have nothing to fear. It is true the master is ill-mannered at times, but there's nobody in all of Zemuria who loves you more than he. If you don't mind, I have a message I'd like for you to hear. Perhaps it will demonstrate how he truly feels. Is that my mobile terminal? What's it doing here? Well, the master sent a report into this device yesterday. Please, have a listen. Is this thing on? Am I being recorded? First, I should explain that I have to take off this morning on the first train out. Since we cannot speak in person, I wanted to leave a message for you at least. That's my father's voice. It's really him. I am sorry, Berzelia. I'm always so distracted with my work. I can only imagine how lonely you must feel. Your birthday is coming up soon, isn't it? I know I was always on the other business trip for the past 2 birthdays, and I wasn't able to celebrate as I should have. But I promise you, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure I'm home in time for your birthday this year. And when I do return, I'm gonna give you your present myself. Until then, it pains me that I have to leave you alone yet again. Please, try to keep your spirits up, knowing that I really truly do love you, Berzelia, my darling daughter. Father, I didn't realize you cared so much. Glad he decided to step up and show he knows how to be a dad for once. How you managed to come across that voicemail? I'm genuinely impressed. Well, I remembered that the master asked me several days ago how to send such a message to someone. It made me wonder if perhaps it was the young lady to whom he sent it. Then, when I was searching, sure enough, there it was. How could I have been such a fool? I shouldn't have doubted the father and tested him like this. I'm sorry, Rumsfeld. I must confess, this whole kidnapping was planned by me. I was scared father didn't truly love me, so I... Think nothing of it, my lady. You felt the need to act. I completely understand how you must feel. Thanks, Rumfeld. I'm okay, Eddie. You can let go of my hand now. I might not have achieved what I set out to do, but I still wanted to pay everyone what I can in exchange for their time. Bazelia, you don't have to do that, but if you're comfortable with it, I won't stop you. Nah, not so. Quick, Eddie. This dumbass sob story is over. Now the fun really begins. What's the meaning of this? We had a deal. Are you breaking it? You bet your fine rich ass we are. Why take your pitiful paycheck when we could make off with that hefty ransom? And it's all thanks to our wonderful pal Eddie. We couldn't have done it without him. It's not every day you meet a gullible mark who's just begging to be held hostage and robbed for her own money. You can't be serious. You tricked me, Eddie. I trusted you. No, that's not true. I only agreed to help out with your fake kidnapping, I swear. This is news to me too. And as far as you two gents, I don't even think about trying anything funny. And over the case, nice and quiet like. And make it quick, or else I can't guarantee Daddy's little girl will celebrate her birthday in one piece. If you put a single scratch on Miss Brazelia, you will pay for it. Man, I hate being right. I had a feeling it will go down like this. I didn't ask you to introduce yourself, but I know you're that famous spriggan everyone is talking about. I was on the lookout for cops for braces, but I sure didn't count on meeting someone like you. That geezer there is one conniving old fart. Ah, so you know Mr. ARKRIDE as well, do you? I figured you'd be some mere hoodlum, but it appears you're smarter than you look. A shame you wasn't on such nonsense. Well, if you know who I am, then we're cut right to the chase. I took on a job and I fully intend to complete it. You're giving that girl back one way or another. If you want to make a deal, we can talk. But not until you hand her over first. Otherwise, I've got permission from my butler friend to send you all straight to Adios. And I don't think I won't do it. Hey, hold on a minute, Jeffrey. The desire I know would never stoop to something this low. Put the gun down before you do anything we'll all regret. Please. We never do something like this. Don't make me laugh. You don't know the first thing about us. Listen, I got you in the gang for one reason and one reason only. Because you made for a handy expendable pawn. But you know what? You did good putting this rich brat up to all of this. Better than I expected, really. I owe you one, so I'll tell you what. You can leave our gang right now, if you're so queasy about getting your hands dirty. How about it? You can't. You can't be serious. Jeffrey, tell me you're lying. I looked up to you. I thought you were a badass. Quit your sniveling already. Ugh. Eddie. Anyway, getting back to business. Where were we? Alright, letting the girl go free. I wouldn't push my luck if I were you. Last time I checked, you were in a position to be making demands of us. As far as we're concerned, the chick is just a pile of used bait now. You sure you want to push your luck? Very well, we shall go ahead and hand over the briefcase. All we ask is that you return the young lady to us unharmed. Yeah, get my word. Now step forward, nice and slowly. Any sudden movement and I'll blow her brains out. Stop right there. Leave the case on the ground and go straight back. I'll only let her go if you do. Got it, I hear ya. Now comes the tricky part. There's no way he hands her over quietly. We already agreed to Rumfeld going in and rescue her while I held this idiot's back. The question is, what to do about the money? The safest thing would be to prioritize her safety and let the cash go. But that would be 10 million down the drain. Hardly chump change. But on the flip side, Rumsfeld and I could trust Eddie with the case and focus on rescuing the girl. What to do? No, I think we can trust Eddie. I do. Because he has been a naive person in this guild, in this gang the entire time. And I think he sees the light now. He sees that they're not good. And he will protect her if he can. And with it, I think we can trust him with that money. I'm sure. So it may be a little bit chaotic for us to choose this side, but I want to trust Eddie and instead of prioritizing her safety. So it's risky, yeah, but let's go for it. It's settled. I'm gonna trust Eddie to keep the money safe. Damn right I did. Now it's your turn. Hand her over now. You think after netting this much cash doing nothing, I'm just gonna let her go? You have to be stupider than you. Amazing. A few measly little threats were enough to convince you to part ways with 10 million Mira. You're one of a damn kind. We'll be holding on to her for the time being. Better start scrounging up some more Mira for the next ransom. No. Too damn predictable. Hey buddy, wanna clear your name and do something good for once? Think fast. Van flung the attaché cash to Eddie, who caught it. Huh? Oh, holy, this thing's heavy. Think you can scam us out of our own dough, do you? Give it here, Eddie. No, I'm not letting Desire get a single coin. Wrong choice, buddy. I gave you a chance. Now say hi to Idiot, you dipshit. Eddie! What? Milady, over here. Okay. What the hell are you idiots doing? Don't blame me, boss. The old dick's stronger than he looks. Damn. Never thought to put up that much of a fight. But the numbers are on our side. It's 5-on-2. Oh, should I say 1? Famous or not, you're still just a single spriggan flying solo. I'd love to see you take on all of us. You think I work solo, huh? Well, I got bad news for you, pal. ARKRIDE Solutions is expanding these days. Everyone, are you okay? Sure took your sweet time calling us in, Chief. Now it's 5-on-4. Though I do believe it's fair to say that the balance of power has tipped in the other direction. All of which to say is, thank you all for coming to our aid. Some reinforcement, you got chicks with ya. Yeah, we still got the edge. Come on, Jeffrey, let's get them. Damn it. No, we're pulling out. What? You heard me. I said we're pulling out. You heard him, boys. Time to scram. Don't think you won, jackass. I'll make it you regret crossing us. Well, that was a surprising turn of events. I half expected them to press their luck and come in swinging. Guess Desire got some brains after all, especially in that fearless leader of theirs. But that's not the important thing right now. Shit, I can't believe I actually got shot back there. Ow. Eddie Rumsfeld. He needs first aid, right away. Can you help him? Certainly, my lady. Let me help too. Phew, good work everyone. We got a lot done today, between rescuing Bazelia and patching up Eddie. He's not completely out of the woods. I've got a hunch those goons are going to have it out for him after what he pulled. So, I took the liberty of tipping the cops off of this whole mess, so they can keep an eye on their radar. But at least you'll live to see another day, thanks to our little hostage quick thinking, kid. Eddie did nothing wrong. He was tricked by all the rest of them. How could I not help? He even managed to save the money. Thank you so much for everything, Eddie. I'm so sorry I ever doubted you. What I said was terrible. No, it's okay. I totally understand. I'm the one who ought to be apologizing here. I'm so sorry I put you through that nightmare. I can't tell you how glad I am you're okay. It's nice to see the two of you make amends. Well, we'll cover the cost of his care. At least we can do to repay him for what he's done. Hey, looks like you can handle things from here then. Unless you need anything else, I think we're going to bounce. Mr. ARKRIDE, everyone, thank you again for your assistance. I cannot begin to tell you how grateful I am to have you on our side.
All in a day's work.
A daughter in danger. Completed.
Love to see it.
2SP completed.
Clear deposit confirmed.
Yeah, gray area, okay. Level 3? Not yet, very close though. Oh, your Saifa's ringing, Van. So it is. I swear I've seen this number before.
What's up, ARKRIDE? Heard you had a bad time in Tharbad.
Not you.
Aw, what do you mean, not you? You're gonna make me cry.
Can you blame me for being wary? You people are always hovering over me and judging how I choose to handle my work. Plus, I have a sneaking feeling you're only calling to bring trouble to my doorstep. Again.
Am I that easy to read? Yeah, this job's a toughie for sure. I'll cut to the chase. Would you mind coming with me to the 13th?
The 13th? Surely you don't need me to spell out what that means? You strike me as the kind of guy who'd drop by there a lot. No comment. I'm curious, what business do you have there? Oh, nothing major. But it's not exactly a place I fit in, especially as of late. So I figured I'd ask if you could tag along. Come on, help a guy out, will ya? Alright, you win. You owe me another one after this though. Wanna meet up in the C3 area? Sure thing. Oh, and don't feel like you need to rush if you got other business to take care of. I can keep myself busy while I wait. So that's the famous indie movable. What the hell did he want? Oh, nothing much. Don't worry about it. Guess I'll head over once I've wrapped up my other work. Choosing call it a day from the travel menu will cause the main story to advance. Yes. No new location, so it might be just a temporary one for that specific quest. Alright, but that is neither here nor there. For today's episode, we are done. On the next one, we have one more SPG to dip our toes in and our connections to fulfill. So still enough things to do. So for now, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. So until then, bye bye.